We recap Beverly Hills now, and New Jersey is just a fucking gift that won't stop
It
for
really
a minute.
is. Not a minute.
You couldn't
we don't
make
get a
this
minute's
up.
peace. Nope. David, we don't get a minute's peace on Jersey. Do you know the day before, first of all, the day after the reunion, the day before the wedding, the day of the wedding, my DMs are blowing up with people. Someone says I run into Teresa at Target. She's vicious to everyone. Another one's telling me she's mean to the people the shit that people come and tell me, you have no idea. You have no idea. My DMs blow up 24/7.
The DMs with this wedding blew up. But here's my bigger, this is also what I wanted to say. I have a problem with this. Once again, we're back to the real world, the real shit that's going on. Like, let's not underestimate. Teresa went to Melissa and Joe and said, I just want to warn you, this is out. This is not reality TV. This is not reality TV.
Nope.
These women, children are off limits, businesses are off limits, affairs are off limits.
Yeah.
So the real shit that happens, they all whisper to each other, and that's great and camaraderie. But you people are the ones being duped, because the real show is not what you're fucking watching, right?
There's more behind the scenes. And
this sounds a lot more interesting than anything we're about to watch.
Yep. And listen to me, and we're going to tell you the truth, because we don't give a shit. We don't care. There's certain people that David cares about, and I agree with David, and there's certain people that I care about. But between the two of us, we don't give a shit about any of them, because whoever David gives a shit about, I don't. And whoever I give a shit about, he don't. So the truth's coming out. The truth's coming out.
Right. Like, I can't stop you. I can try, but I know that you will throw me into the river and knock me over.
I will.
Like,
I will. I will. No one's going to stop me listen, I'm not going to come on here and badmouth your friend. I won't do that. But I would come on the show and just say exactly what happened between the two of them. You know, if I find out, I might never find out. That's all I would say. I'm not going to come out and say, oh, your friend, Margaret, is it this? And I would never do that. I'm not going to disrespect your friendship to her. I would never do that. I'm not about that. And I want the same respect to return. But whatever I find out, and I know it's the truth, it comes from the horse's mouth, I'm going to reveal it. That's all.
No, and to me, it's like not even really about Margaret anymore. It's like, I mean, if I were Joe Gorga and I heard this, I mean, I don't, again, I go back to my friend who's been on the podcast twice, Miss Lala Kent, who only dates now with a private investigator. If I were Joe, I would say, I don't believe this. And I personally, if you were my wife, my husband, I would hire a private investigator today. That would be me. That would be me.
Yeah, but whatever she did, she's not going to do it again now.
You don't think so?
Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. Not right now. I might want to have a sit down with Laura. I might want to have a sit down with Margaret privately. I might want to do that.
And look, don't get me wrong. And I am not. And you know how like you're very good friends with Dolo and you don't want to ask certain things, like don't ask, don't tell. I don't want to even talk about it. Like Margaret's my friend outside of the show.
And Dolores is mine. And I'm not going to talk about it to her either.
But if I had to take a guess, and I do to call Mark Sr. just to catch up, and I want to know about this.
Right.
I feel if just me, I would think Margaret would probably feel horrible about all of this.
Of course, Margaret didn't say this for it to get out.
No, of course not.
She didn't say. If I believed that, David, I would say to you, what? I would tell you that I believe she did. I don't believe she did. I believe she's mortified. She didn't want this out. Mortified.
And then what do you say to Melissa? And then can your friendship survive? Because you didn't do this on purpose. I mean, does it matter? It's kind of like, it's like, I don't know. I was going to use an analogy, but it's such a dark analogy, so I'm going to stop.
Well, you know what? I don't think Melissa should be mad at Margaret because it did happen. No, you know why? It did happen. And if I were Margaret, I would say, you know what? I was so shocked about what I saw. And Laura was my best friend. I told her I didn't think it was going to get out. I didn't go running around telling people. Like, I was just shocked. I'm really sorry now that I told her. That I trusted her at the time and she was my dearest friend. I didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I put it right back on Melissa. You're the one who did it, not me.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, here we are making a whole show about this, and we have a lot to investigate. Don't fucking look at me and Kim. I didn't tell you to go fucking stick your tongue down someone's throat.
That's right.
So
that's right. That's if
I'm doing my job, sweetheart.
All right, exactly. Now, unless this really didn't happen, I'm just saying, unless it really didn't happen.
It's possible.
Right. And Margaret made this up to Laura. We don't know. We're going on. It sure sounds like it's pretty intricate, and it's probably true.
And see, I don't think Margaret would, this is just, it's not me defending her. It's just, I don't think she would make it up to Laura. I think Laura would make it up to try to insert herself in, but I don't think that's the case.
But that's pretty intricate.
I know, it's pretty intricate.
Opening up the door, they're in the back seat of the car.
And why Melissa? Like if Margaret, like if Laura wants to go to Jen or Teresa, you would say, Margaret said this about you, Jen, or like why this is such a, that's what I'm saying. All I know is, as a lawyer,
tangled web.
The more crazy and intricate the story, the more likely it is that it's actually true. It's not that it's so far-fetched. It's the opposite. When it's so far-fetched and crazy, it's like these facts are so intricate. Who in their minds, you'd have to go and you might as well go and become a reality TV producer yourself.
Exactly.
It's like,
it's
like, but it's to me the bigger issue that one of the most well-known couples in Bravo history is Joe and Melissa. Like, you want to turn a blind eye and maybe this, whatever it is, but I think under the surface, this is a big thing, guys.
Me too. So we needed to come on and discuss this. And this is just the beginning, but because this just happened, this is just the beginning. And
for anyone who doesn't listen to Patreon every week, I can tell you, when Kim says this, it's just the beginning. There's no turning back. Like there's nothing I can say to Kim D now. When she goes down her rabbit hole, you're going to spend, I already know you. I see it in your eyes. You're going to spend every night and day now. This is one of your things now that you're going to investigate 24/7.
I will get to the bottom of this. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. I'll get to the bottom of it. I got a few phone calls to make. Like I said, I went for my treatment. I'm home now for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow I have an event that I have to go to. Saturday, I'm going to see Orfeh, our friend Orfeh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And Sunday I'm going to see Tina. Tina's closing. So I'm going to go see Tina.
It's great. And by the way, tomorrow when we do the Teresa wedding and I wear my crown, I still think you should find your crown wherever
I'm going to find my crown. I'll look for that later.
I had to order this from Amazon for $9.99 and do a rush order. But we're also, you know, what we do now because it's on is we recap Beverly Hills. And someone even said to me, someone slipped into my DMs the other day and they said, you know, Kim just needs to admit it at this point. Cause let's face it, you started the season. I think you hated something. I would think that wasn't, you really disliked her. You know,